Yeah! Hello, hi, and how are ya? We're back!
I'm Jeff.
I'm Al.
I'm Goo again, and welcome to the PehBahcast number 2.
Today we will be discussing
Halo Armory.
Yep. Which will encompass weapons, vehicles, and
equipment
armor abilities.
and the like.
Yeah, stuff like that. Grenades, stuff like that, everything. In between, whatever we can think of.
Yep. And remember.
So, like, 2 things then.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
You promised!
Sorry.
You promised!
Okay, so first question I have for you guys is, obviously,
No.
we're all seasoned Halo players here.
Yep.
I'd like to think I am.
Yeah, because, Jeff and I have been playing Halo since Halo Combat Evolved back in 2001, and Goo...
I'm scattered.
Yeah,
I started playing...
Goo's first Halo game technically was Halo Reach.
Well, campaign-wise, and I personally own... Well, I owned Halo Combat Evolved for PC, but I got to, like, the 3rd mission and went to
Oh, so they
multiplayer.
let you borrow it? Or?
No, someone gave it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I just never got past that, because at the time I also had Modern Warfare 1, which I was really into. But then... I think one of you had Halo 3, I believe, and we played multiplayer.
Jeff had Halo 3. It was like we were playing Halo 3 a lot in anticipation for Reach.
And Reach was my first Halo purchase for myself.
Okay, so, us being seasoned Halo players, what weapon is your weapon of choice?
That's difficult.
Jeff, I'll start with you. Since you just said it's difficult.
It's difficult because I like the DMR a lot. I like the battle rifle. Both good weapons. The carbine.
The Covenant carbine.
That one's it's okay. It just takes a lot of getting used to.
Okay, how about I narrow it down? How about you name your weapon of choice for the UNSC, the Covenant, Forerunner.
That's basically it, right?
That's pretty much it.
From all Halo games.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
I assume. FYI, we haven't really played Halo Wars, so I doubt we're going to be naming too much from there.
I played the demo, but that's how far I can get the demo.
Yeah,
exactly.
We bought it when it was We could have.
We could have, but I couldn't dish
It's okay. Me neither.
$10 was too much. The Ultimate Game Sale, now over.
that. Tune in next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is tough though, even because there's Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach, 4, as far as main games go. ODST, I guess you can count if you want.
Well, if you're saying if it's overall between all the games and not just Halo 4, I still love the pistol.
The Halo 1 pistol.
The Halo 1 pistol and the Halo 4 pistol.
The M6D Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the few technical names for a weapon that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trusted companion.
That and the MA5B assault rifle. That godly assault rifle with its 60 round clip.
Oh yeah. Just mow down anything in Halo 1.
Well, that's basically the saw now, isn't it? Or the saw is basically it now, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah.
Like you can mow down people like this.
Well, yeah.
And then the saw just has a massive reload time, which is
it's
perfectly fine
it has
because
a big clip.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have dexterity, then it's just like
right.
Even I've used the saw with dexterity, and even then there's still a good window.
Okay.
It's definitely cut down
I
now.
mean,
So
what's your favorite?
I'd have to say the pistol, the Halo 1 pistol is definitely a favorite.
Yeah.
The DMR is obviously a favorite because you don't know me. I played a lot of firefighting Reach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grunpocalypse.
So much fun.
Was fun.
Every time I went on to Xbox Live, all I saw was you and Grunpocalypse.
And Courtyard.
Yep, on Courtyard.
Courtyard.
Courtyard was a great map for.
You just sounded like
Forerunner.
Courtyard, Corvette. Corvette was a great stage.
Corvette was good too. I like that.
Beachhead wasn't bad.
Beachhead was pretty good.
I like Beachhead with what was it, Fiesta?
Yeah. Fiesta.
Yeah.
Brandon Weapons up there.
Fiesta's amazing itself.
You would like Beachhead.
Sex on the Beach.
Okay, what about grenades? You know, obviously that narrows it down a bit because I think there's only been like 4 types of grenades throughout Halo's history.
Give or take a
Let's see.
give a few probably, but
There's the frag grenade, the
plasma
grenade, pulse grenade, the spike grenade,
And the firebomb.
the firebomb.
Basically it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, as far as grenades go,
I don't think there's really anything sweeter than getting a stick on someone with a plasma grenade.
Yeah.
Especially if you get that kill from the grave with it.
Mm-hmm.
They can nail it, you go
just
stick it right to their helmet.
Oh yeah, especially if you just like throw it from really far
Yeah,
away. You
that's
just get
amazing.
lucky and get a stick too.
Yeah. Because I remember in a match we had on Halo 4, I think it was Riverside or something like that. It was on... I can't remember the name.
It was on a map.
It was on a map. It was only we used to play Flood a lot. Complex.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking, let's see. I was outside. I threw a sticky in the window, and I watched the replay in theater later. It bounced off the ceiling and landed right by someone, and I got the kill off of it.
Nice.
So it was pretty good.
Nice.
But I do love the pulse grenade now. Now that I have found the use for it, which is it seems to be mainly in objective game types like.
It's good for blocking things off.
It is. Not only that, but like it'll drain your shield if you go through it. So you pop it right there, and if someone's like running, it's hard to stop.
Oh yeah.
There.
Popping in the head.
Yep. I do love the pulse grenade now.
Mm-hmm.
what about you, Jeff?
I love the plasma grenade, but
Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Excuses.
frag grenades though. I do love frag grenades because it's satisfying being able to like bounce it in like time.
Just bounce it, like you throw it around a corner, bounce it off a wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I will agree with Goo. Getting a stick on somebody is very satisfying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But shut up, Goo. But I think at the same time it's a lot harder because like everybody's like anticipating
Yeah.
getting stuck.
Yep.
Especially now in Halo 4 when you can spawn with plasmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
But nothing more satisfying than a good sticky.
You would know.
I would.
Always sticking with them if I melee you.
Especially in custom games.
Yeah.
There's just the 3 of us.
Yeah. Stickies galore.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough for me to decide though between the plasma and the pulse. It just depends on the situation, I think.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I think that goes safe for any
Yeah. Well, yeah.
type of grenade.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as main weapons go, because you were talking about the DMR and battle rifle, and
Yeah.
pistol,
non-heavy, like stuff that
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
spawn with.
stuff you can spawn.
Oh, I would have said the rocket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, heavy weapons is like its own category. Needler's okay, I guess. It's kind of easy to get a kill.
Yeah.
But
As soon as, like,
it is satisfying at the
As
same
soon as the
time.
reticle turns red, you just unload the
Yeah.
clip.
Just wait
Yeah.
for that explosion.
Yeah.
It's satisfying, but I do love the DMR.
Yeah, more like a main gun.
Main
you would
main
use
gun.
all the time, not something you just pick up.
Yeah. Main gun, I would say pre-Halo 4 would definitely be the DMR, because there's nothing more satisfying for me than popping a few shots and
Watching the
smoking
shield go down,
and getting that headshot.
and just popping them right in the head.
Especially no-scoping. So much fun to no-scope with the DMR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or as I call it, the dimmer.
The dimmer.
The dimmer.
The dimmer.
But in Halo 4, I've really been loving the assault rifle.
Really?
I don't know if they've... Because I've heard people say they've increased the damage it does or something. I don't know because I can't remember what it was in Reach, but Halo 4 assault rifle I've been loving a lot more.
Yeah, it is good. I like it.
Yes.
What was that face you used it for?
You find out later. Now, what about another one of my personal favorites? I don't like. I feel as if it doesn't get a lot of recognition. Is Halo Reach's needle rifle?
Oh yeah, that was.
The needle rifle was interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Now, if you had to choose between the needle rifle and the carbine, which would you pick? Because the carbine, at least in Halo 4, I don't really remember what, because it was in 2, 3, and then 4.
Yeah.
But it's like, so I'm talking about the Halo 4 carbine.
Yeah.
When you have the rapid fire
Yeah.
versus, so it's like the Halo 4 carbine
versus
versus Reach's needle rifle. Which would be your preference?
I would say carbine,
Mm.
just because it's different from the DMR and the battle rifle. It has its own thing going on, but still the headshots.
Right.
I thought the other one was too overpowered to be a rifle.
Right, because as soon as the shield went down, it would just you pop 3 shots and then you get the combine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say the carbine as well, just because I love the rapid fire. It may do less damage overall, but getting to like rapidly fire those shots in.
As long as you're accurate.
Yeah.
As long as you're accurate, you're good.
Even if you pull the EMP and switch right back to the carbine,
The noob combo.
it's effective.
It's effective.
And you still have to be quick enough to get the other gun out and aim to get it though.
Yeah.
I do like it. I don't do it all the time, but
That's where dexterity helps.
yeah, dexterity. That's why I love my what is it? Regen field loadout.
Yeah.
Carbine. I believe I have the plasma pistol, dexterity, and something else about speed.
Well,
Reloading, I think, or running.
The running.
The mobility.
Mobility and dexterity. I love that loadout.
Okay, so you said you were talking about how the new rifle can be kind of overpowered OP.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Speaking of OP, let's move on to heavy weapons.
All right.
Heavier weapons. The rocket launcher, the fuel rod gun, Halo 4's incineration cannon, the Spartan laser.
What about Halo 1's flamethrower?
You mean Halo PC?
Yeah.
Which I never played.
Yeah,
And
no.
a flamethrower.
It did.
Halo,
I played on PC. I don't even know.
I think it was multiplayer.
It was only multiplayer.
It was only multiplayer.
That's why I played mostly was multiplayer though.
Yeah.
I didn't never noticed. I can't remember.
I used to play Halo 1
I remember
PC multiplayer all the time.
you bought it because it's specifically so you could use the fuel rod gun.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you found out that the PC version was going to have the fuel rod gun, and you were like,
Yep, I squeed.
But yeah, like heavy weapons, the rocket launcher, the fuel rod cannon, the incineration cannon,
Mhm.
the Spartan laser. I guess you could kind of count the sticky detonator as it, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Plasma launcher from Reach.
The plasma
Yeah,
launcher
the
from
plasma
Reach.
launcher.
I love that.
That thing was great to take out a Wraith.
Yeah. Even just charging it up and firing all the shots at enemies that weren't
Mhm.
in vehicles, it felt so good.
Yeah.
It might be like cheap, but I love it.
Yeah.
Plus, not a lot of, well, at least in multiplayer, as far as multiplayer went, the
Yeah.
plasma launcher wasn't on a lot of maps.
Nah.
No. And it was difficult to use if it was in close range because you had to charge it up.
You had to
Yeah.
charge it up,
Yep.
at least for a few seconds to just get one shot
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of leeway to be taken out before you even got to use it.
Oh yeah, whereas opposed to the
Yeah.
rocket launcher, you can just fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
that will.
I mean,
Right.
you only
It
get
takes
two
a bit. Only 2 shots. It takes a bit
Yeah.
to reload, but
Yeah.
it's still
Mhm.
1 shot and you're good.
Yeah.
Heavy weapon. There's, I love the incineration cannon.
Yeah.
But at the same
incineration
time-
cannon.
I'm
I hate
like,
it.
this is just my opinion, but I'm not the biggest fan of the incineration cannon. It's like, they try to balance it out because it only has 1 shot and it has a kind of hefty reload time,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
The fact that you can pretty much take out a center enemy and take out any surrounding enemies in the close vicinity.
Right.
I
This
guess-
kind of
yeah.
ruins it for me.
It's one of those things where if you're the one using it, it's great. But if it's being used against you, you just swear up and down the walls.
No, yeah. It's frustrating.
Yeah. There's a lot of things like that in any game.
Oh yeah, of course.
But-
of course.
I love it, but I hate it
Mhm.
at the same time.
Now, the fuel rod gun,
Mhm.
you know, like,
I love Fuel.
fuel rod gun has the power, it has the bigger clip,
Yep.
Mhm.
the shots can bounce.
Yep.
It's evolved a lot over time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't, you know.
It evolved from a lot from Halo 1 when you couldn't even use it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like the fuel rod gun, the bigger clip size, I think it has a little bit of faster reload,
Yeah.
I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Jam
bigger
it or something.
clip, faster reload, the shots bouncing, which can be a good but
Or
bad thing,
Yeah. Depending.
depending.
if you're up close and you need that one shot and it bounces, you're pretty much fucked.
Well,
Pretty much.
if you're good at geometry, maybe.
One of those technical.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I like to imagine like someone just sitting there after playing Halo.
Calculating.
Yeah, and
They got like a chalkboard with like trigonometry and calculus.
They're in free for all. Like guys, wait. Let me get the calculations for this real quick.
What's the wind resistance here?
Oh god.
Pick your finger. Go up to the wind.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then the good old UNSC rocket launcher.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 shots per clip. I think there's like 6 or 8
Yeah,
spares.
6 or 8 spares.
I think there's 4 spares.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Okay.
they decreased it significantly. I think in 4.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, with Halo 1, I think you could have up to
Yeah.
like 8 rockets in the thing at once.
Mhm.
8 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think you're right with it.
if you have
you're right with 8.
If you have ammo as the I don't know if it's a
Oh, and 4.
4.
Oh, yeah, of course, that increases the amount.
Yeah, then it's probably more like 6 or 8 total, or
Mhm.
extra, I should say.
Yeah.
But
So of those 3, you know, which one's your preference?
incineration, fuel rod, or rocket.
Yeah.
As much as I hate it, I think I have to go with the incineration cannon.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, it might be OP, but I love the visuals of it, and
I say flamethrower.
okay, so Jeff throws his vote out.
No, I'm kidding. I like the rocket launcher.
Jeff's vote doesn't count. All in favor, say yay.
Saying like I'm not a U.S. citizen or something?
More of
I
that.
just saw the audio spike.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a bit loud.
I just saw the audio spike like hell. So
But-
Jeff says the flamethrower
Or rocket
or
launcher.
rocket.
Well, I used to play heavy weapon games all the time in Halo PC online.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm. And sniping with the rocket launcher in Halo 1, just in general.
Like
Yeah.
that time dude tried sniping with a shotgun.
That was in Modern Warfare 2, wasn't it? On Rust?
Maybe.
Because I think I was at the top where I usually, where
I don't know. I played Call of Duty in a bad point in my life.
I think it was Rust because I was at the top of the
Yeah,
thing.
I think you-
I was aiming down like, why won't you? Oh yeah, because I have a shotgun.
Call of Duty.
You mean a shotgun can't kill someone from like 20 feet in the air, 20, 30 feet up above? It's crazy.
Who would have guessed?
It's all bullets.
But what about you? Between the three?
I'd have to go with the rocket launcher,
Mm-hmm.
just because like
Mm.
I think like the rocket launcher, it has no bullshit. It's like two shots per clip.
Yeah.
Like like the bouncing of the shot with the fuel rod cannon can be nice,
Yeah.
but it can be risky at the same time.
The food rod.
Food rod.
Coming soon.
Food. I have no idea what that was. But
I thought you were going to start singing, so I was waiting for the rest of the song.
but
and you
no,
just
it's
cut it
like
off.
it's like
I am a very sad man right now.
the the
okay.
incineration cannon. It's cool. It
Yeah.
looks awesome. But the whole splash thing, because that can really come back to bite you if you misfire,
Yeah.
if you're too close. The fuel rod, the fuel rod shots can bounce. It's like the UNSC rocket launcher. It's no bullshit.
Yeah.
I've killed myself so many times accidentally with the
Exactly.
incineration cannon.
I have to, but I think with the rocket launcher for me, it's like it's nice, but it's all right for me. Like overall,
Mm-hmm.
like there's no bullshit, but
Yeah.
it's just all right for me, I guess.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is entitled to their opinion
Until we say so.
until we say so.
But yeah, the incineration cannon, I like the visual, and it can come in incredibly handy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
As all big
Oh
weapons
yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Right.
They can be game changers. That's
All-
pretty much what they
Speaking
are.
of big weapons and game changers, for that matter.
Yeah.
What about?
Plasma pistol.
Yes. No. I didn't hit him, so don't call
Yeah,
the
you did.
police. Don't anyway. So anyway. Okay, so speaking of big weapons and game changers, what about the energy sword versus
The
hammer?
the good old gravity hammer,
I thought you said the good old
You mean your
grandma
trusty
hammer.
the good old grandma hammer,
You mean your trusty friend?
my trusty friend.
So the energy sword versus the grandma hammer. Or the grammar, maybe?
Out
The grammar hammer.
Oh, no. Oh. That's really tough.
Choosing between the grammar hammer
Yeah.
and the energy sword?
Yeah. The grandma hammer and the energy sword.
the grammar hammer.
Are we talking non-griff ball?
You know what? Like, let's just talk about like in griff ball because
Okay.
it's like because obviously like those are the two weapons in griff ball.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like because if you have a gravity hammer or an energy sword in like a big team battle or something like that, then it's like odds are it's not going to be of much use
Depending on
depending on
the matter.
the matter.
Yep.
Because
Depending on the matter.
okay,
Well-
so let's just talk about it like in
I'll
in,
answer
griff,
for both.
in the griff ball context.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Let's see. Halo 4, it's kind of changed up because the sword is actually, to me, more useful now than it used to be
Right.
in griff ball.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like, okay, the only time you use a sword is to actually kill the person with the ball.
Yeah.
But now you can actually use it in general, overall, and switch between the two of them if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The hammer and the sword. I still like the hammer, though. I still love the hammer.
Okay.
Al.
Goo.
Al.
My answer goes without saying.
Oh,
The hammer.
oh yeah, we
The
know.
hammer.
We know.
I love that hammer. Don't get between me and my grammar hammer.
Grammar hammer.
Ermer?
Hammer. Hummer. The grandma Hummer.
Okay.
Okay. That is another story for another time. Goo, your choice.
In griff ball, like Jeff said, the energy sword seems like you can use it. Like I've seen a lot more people using the energy sword, it seems, overall in griff ball, and not just to get the ball carrier.
Mm-hmm.
For me though,
name's Goo and I like stuff. Wow.
I do like stuff. But
Everybody likes stuff.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
but for me, I tend to really only use the energy sword A to get the ball carrier, or B for the combination. I try to get that up.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, when it comes to griff ball, it's hammer all the way for me.
I prefer the ball.
The ball is nice.
The assassinations with the oddball are amazing.
In 4, yeah.
Ball assassination.
Yeah.
I was actually like off topic for 1 second, but I actually found out, that there's actually a medal
Yeah.
for that.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
There's a specific medal for assassinating somebody with the oddball.
Ball assassination.
It's cool because then they just disintegrate.
Yeah. I love where you're jumping in the air with the oddball, you come down above an opponent, go for the assassination, you just crack them in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if not my favorite, well, like my top 5 assassination animations in 4.
Mm-hmm.
But
Should count as a headshot.
that's true.
It should. Technically, you're cracking them in the back of the head.
Yep.
One day we'll follow motion.
Yep.
But
We'll get angry and go on the forums.
oh no, never.
Okay, so the general consensus here is
Hammer for griff ball.
hammer,
Hammer.
hammer. So we all say hammer.
Hammer.
Hammer for griff ball.
Hammer time.
Outside
Hammer.
of griff ball, I would have to say energy sword though,
Right.
because I love just lunging in with that sword kill.
Mm-hmm.
And the hammer is not bad, but I don't know, there's something about the energy sword in non-griff ball multiplayer.
I would love if you could just have fists.
It just seems more slick.
Yeah,
Just put on no weapons whatsoever.
that'd actually be interesting.
That'd be interesting. The Apocryphus.
This would just be a giant Spartan brawl,
Pretty much. That'd be interesting.
duking it out.
Rock'em Sock'em Spartans.
I could make Rock'em Sock'em Spartans.
Yeah, you could. Like you wanted to.
We'll follow motion for that too.
Yeah.
So the next category I have for you guys is the long range guns. The sniper rifle,
Oh,
the beam
yes.
rifle, the binary rifle.
What was it in Reach?
I think it wasn't still called the beam rifle.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was?
Yeah, and it was
Okay.
just like
Yeah.
the string.
I was not.
I really couldn't.
I was not a fan of the Covenant
No.
Sniper, whatever it was called. I'm pretty sure it was called the beam rifle.
In
I was
Reach.
not a fan of that.
Yeah,
Not at all.
it was weird.
It was cool,
It was different.
but it was different. It was cool, but
It was impractical.
Yeah, and actually using it and like trying to like get kills, I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much it for as far as like?
What about the binary rifle?
Binary
Like
rifle?
the binary rifle, like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like it's got 2 shots per clip.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And like, what do you guys think about the whole shoot them anywhere in the body and it's a 1-hit kill automatically? Now, do you guys think that's like super OP, or do you guys think it's justified because of when you scope in, there's that long sight and the 2 shots per clip?
Mm-hmm.
I think that justifies it. It all depends.
Yeah.
But I think that justifies it.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows where you are.
Everybody knows where you are. You only have 2 shots.
Yeah. Especially in a big team, because then everyone can just rush at you.
Right.
They're like, binary rifle.
It's like,
Get
if
that
you
guy.
have that binary rifle, you like, at least in my opinion, you have to get that shot off quick.
Yeah.
You have to you have to be scoped in for maybe like a second,
Yeah.
maybe less, and you have to get that shot off.
Oh yeah, because then they'll see
the sight and they'll run.
They'll run or jump.
Yeah. I enjoy the binary rifle. I don't use it too much. Between those 3, sniper, beam,
And
I guess technically 4 the reach beam, but
Yeah.
I think my favorite long range weapon.
long range. Not counting like the Magnum or the DMR
DMR,
as a battle rifle.
Like stuff you can scope in twice.
Right.
So the plasma pistol, right?
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Best sniper.
Best sniper.
I'd have to say the beam rifle in Halo 4 is my favorite. I just love it gives me like a good feeling when I pull the trigger and get the headshots in. More so, I really don't care for the UNSC sniper in Reach or 4.
Mm-hmm.
The binary rifle's good, but there's just something about firing the beam rifle in 4 for me.
Also, could it also be because it runs on a battery?
I don't know if that's a factor, but it's a benefit, I think. The binary rifle's good. Yeah.
The bunny rifle?
The bunny rifle's good. The low punny rifle.
The last category I wanted to discuss with you guys is armor abilities. Obviously, not counting.
Well, there's also vehicles too.
There's also vehicles.
Yeah.
So Halo Reach really introduced the armor abilities with sprint and armor lock and stuff like that. And then obviously Halo 4 made sprint default.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think it was a great move to make the sprint default.
Yeah.
It makes more sense.
It definitely does.
Something they should have implemented in 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Second Halo.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
But okay, Halo Reach had armor lock.
Yeah, it did.
Now and then, obviously, it was dropped in 4 in favor of the hardlight shield.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which did you guys prefer? Did you prefer the armor lock, where it's like you were completely invulnerable but you couldn't move, or the hardlight shield where it's like you can move slowly but you just have a shield up, but people could still get you?
Yeah.
If they come at you from behind.
Well, I honestly never liked armor lock. Out of all of them, I found it the most boring armor ability just because you're just staying stationary.
Right.
And then just
And
waiting.
people could just swarm to you and wait till you come up.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, it's like they'll be EMP'd.
Yeah.
As soon, if they're close enough to you when they come out of armor lock. But if there's enough people there, say if you're armor locked and then 6 people swarm you, you're not, and you come out of armor lock, you're not going to be able to take down 6 people in one go.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that there's no skill there, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that were really good with it. But I do like the hardlight shield because it requires a lot of skill to actually be able to figure out where to block.
Right.
And if there's somebody behind you,
be
aware of that.
They could throw a grenade to the side of you and have it land behind you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. What about the jetpack?
Well, between armor lock and hardlight shield, I found I got more use out of armor lock and reach, and found myself wanting to use it more than I do the hardlight shield before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's because I think there's one is better than the other, or if it's the fact that in 4 I've been really enjoying hologram. But for me, I'd say Armor Lock is above Hard Shield for me.
Okay. I'll agree with Jeff. I'll go with the Hard Light Shield. Because, like you said, and I totally agree with it, it takes a bit more skill.
Yeah.
Because it's actual shield. It's
Yeah.
like using a shield in any time of age. It's to block in front of you.
Right.
That's it.
I love
Which makes
that.
sense.
I love that about it.
Mhm.
That's why I'm not sure if it's because I think the Hard Light Shield's inferior, or if it's just I don't think it's I can't say it's inferior because I don't really use it. I just have no interest in using it.
I think it's more difficult to use.
It's interesting though.
But it's interesting
Yeah.
because you can block stuff
Yeah.
and bounce stuff back
Yeah.
at people.
I think it's just the fact that I've been loving hologram in 4, which is probably my favorite.
So would you say that you prefer like hologram better in 4 than you did in Reach?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
I like hologram in 4 better than I did Armor Lock and Reach.
Okay. What about the jetpack? The jetpack, which is like
I don't see too much of a difference.
I don't see
between-
too much difference between Reach and 4. So
I think-
we'll just talk about like the jetpack like in general.
I think you might get less time to use it in 4.
Yeah,
a
maybe,
little bit,
maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
I find myself using it less 4 than Reach.
Mhm.
It's not because it's bad. I don't find that much use for it. I think
Mhm.
it's good to get up to places.
Yeah.
Which is its main purpose.
Yeah, I was about to say it's his main purpose.
Well, a lot of people just use it to get in the air.
Yeah.
To try
Rather
to,
than
to
rather
pick
than
off
get up
something.
to a place. But
Yeah.
that is his main purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. What about everybody's favorite
Hologram.
active camo?
Now,
Now, the first thing I want to say about active camo, did you guys prefer it as like an armor ability or like in like Halo 1 when it was just like a pickup?
I can see why people would prefer it as a pickup. I can't say I'm really fussed either way. I'd be fine either way. I think.
about what?
About active camo being an armor ability or a pickup.
I don't think it's an armor ability.
Okay.
I think it works well because you still have the fact of the little blue blips that go around you, so
Right.
people can know relatively where you are.
Right, the general vicinity of where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, plus it's one less thing to have a map be based around. Not based around, but have something that people can just try to swarm to get, like the rocket launcher on the Majestic maps. Like 2 out of 3 of them, that's the main focal point.
Right.
Go to the rocket launcher.
Control the map.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy in the video documentary basically said that.
Yep. For both maps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How about
Evade versus Flashback.
You know, it's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd honestly, even though like a lot of people may disagree with me, I'd have to say thruster pack.
Yeah.
Just because I just thought evade was weird, and it could really like. I remember like you couldn't like there were some maps in Reach where you couldn't use evade.
Yeah.
The cage being one of them.
Yep.
You couldn't use like any like really.
It was
slopey-
fun if you enjoy falling off
Yeah, it's
maps
like
all the
if
time.
you liked committing suicide in matches, then hey, it's for you. It's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Morons.
I don't think I care for either one actually.
Okay.
Other than like Flood
Mhm.
or the Binary Slayer, where it's if it's unlimited use, I love Thruster Pack.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't care for Thruster Pack or Evade.
I honestly love thruster pack. I mean, at first I was a little iffy on it, but it is useful. You can just come out from cover, go quickly, surprise somebody.
And just
Yeah.
okay.
Or you can use it to get closer to someone too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or who knows? Like somebody could just try throwing a grenade at you. Just thrust to the side.
Yep.
Evade.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that covers the armor abilities, unless I'm missing one. I have a feeling I am.
I think that pretty much covers it. Because Sprint was in Reach.
Yeah.
It's not in 4 as an ability.
Mhm.
Active Camo, Hologram. thruster evade, jetpack, armor lock, hard light shield. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So.
Oh, regen field.
Yeah,
Regen
of
field
course, bubble
versus
shield.
Sentry.
Sentry.
Now
Yeah.
we're getting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Love the Sentry.
Sentry's awesome.
Love
Yeah.
regen field.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm finding myself using it a lot more now in 4.
Now, okay. Speaking of the health shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys like? Obviously, in 4 they made it so you can shoot through it.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, at first I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
now it's like, okay,
It
I
makes
don't.
sense.
It makes sense because it's like like in Reach, if you put down the bubble shield, it's like nobody could shoot through it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're golden.
You're golden.
Whereas now
Yeah.
you have to be more.
You have to be in a safe spot
Yeah.
to throw it down,
Yeah.
get your shield back,
Yep.
and then be on your way.
Yeah. Little more skill in knowing where
Mhm.
and when to place it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember doing an oddball match. What was it? The 2v2 or D2? What was it? The in Reach. What was that playlist?
Team doubles.
Not doubles. It wasn't the 6. Was it 16?
Multi-team.
Multi-team. When it was just
When
two
it was
people.
when it was 6 teams of 2.
6 teams of 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was an oddball match, and they had the bubble shield, and they just stayed in there with the ball,
Yep.
and they just
A
kept
lot
hitting
of people did that in a capture the flag or stockpile.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and nobody can get to them.
Yep.
No.
And they won.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But that was the whole match.
Yeah.
People just kept doing that.
One good change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent change.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sentry, I love.
Sentry.
'Cause It doesn't.
It
Really
can
do
provide
much.
a nice distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can chip away at your opponent, so
Yeah.
it takes maybe one less shot to kill him.
They either have to duck and run or try taking it out without taking too much damage and worrying about where you are
Right.
or your team is.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts, Jeff? You're always using that dang old sentry.
I love the Sentry. It's great for defense.
It really is.
It is.
You know.
Capture the flag.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's hard to use sometimes offensively
Right.
Yeah.
because
I've
I've gotten killed so many times trying to put it up and
Yeah.
just like,
I really,
like shot in the head.
at least in my opinion, wow, the audio just spiked a lot. In my opinion, I don't really think the auto sentry is I don't think its purpose is for offense. Like you said,
Yeah.
I think it's mostly meant for
Yeah.
a defensive distraction,
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is great.
which is great.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I have a question for you guys.
All right, what's up?
If you can see, if you can see one type of warthog, just any kind of warthog that you would want put into the game, what would it be?
No,
That's easy. I can answer that at least.
Mhm.
I remember one of the prototype warthogs they were going to put in 2,
Mhm.
and it had the treads.
Oh yeah.
And I know everybody says that warthog,
Yeah.
but I really wanted to see that warthog
Mhm.
just because I think it would have been really cool.
Mhm.
So my answer stands. So
Yep.
my answer is the warthog with the treads.
Yep.
What about you, Jeff?
It'd be pretty cool if they had a flamethrower warthog.
Oh God,
It'd be interesting.
that'd be
Yeah.
interesting. I'm just picturing it having the giant flamethrower in the back and it incinerating the driver.
It could be on the back and in the side seat.
Yeah. Or a firebomb.
Yeah, that's true.
A firebomb
That'd be cool.
warthog.
Actually, take the railgun, put on a warthog, basically. So it's kind of like a mini Mac gun almost. It's kind of not that powerful, but
Yeah.
it,
I mean, one that would actually take charging up.
A
Yeah.
slight charger.
yeah,
Cause
like the railgun. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a bigger, little more damage probably railgun.
Because they have the Gauss hog in already.
Yeah.
And it's basically as soon as your reticle turns red in that gunner seat and you
Fire.
fire, you're gonna get a kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be.
Yeah.
I think I would actually not mind if a sort of railgun warthog took place of the Gauss hog.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I do enjoy that Gauss hog.
Yeah.
I do
and
enjoy
it is fun.
It is fun and it can
Yeah.
definitely get you some kills.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like Goose said, I agree with him. It's I think if they put in a railgun instead of the Gauss turret, I think it would be a nice change. It's the railgun, really powerful, but it does take that slight charge up.
Mhm.
Yep. It does. That's true.
So, while we're on the topic of vehicles,
Yeah.
excellent segue there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's your favorite? What's your favorite vehicles? You guys?
Ooh.
I have to say the Revenant from Reach.
Oh yeah, the Revenant was great.
I missed that
The
so
Revenant
much.
was a great vehicle.
Okay. Like, yeah, I totally agree. Because, like, the Revenant, it was basically the Covenant Warhog, but it had great speed, had a great gun.
2 seats.
2 seats.
Love
Yeah.
that.
You know, it was great for transport. It was great in Capture the Flag.
It
Yep,
was.
it was. It was great in Capture the Flag.
And then there was Revenant Ball.
Oh, Revenant Ball.
It's so sad that you can't have Revenant Ball in the pool.
I know.
But Revenant, I think, is my favorite.
Okay.
As much as I love flying the Banshee and whatnot.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I still love the Warthog.
Warthog?
No, actually not the Warthog. The
Flamethrower.
no. Yes, I love the flamethrower.
Maybe.
The ATVs.
The Mongoose?
Mongoose. Thank
The
you.
good old Mongoose.
I just drove those around for every match we
Mm.
used to play in Reach.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to drive them around.
My favorite would obviously be the good old Warthog. Not even gunning the Goshawk. I just like driving those things around.
The Warhog in general.
The Warthog
Yeah.
in general. Just me hopping in that driver's seat
Yeah.
and like,
Like we used to do in Halo 1.
yup, and trying to get like the classic Warthog, like the Warthog jump, or trying to get the Warthog like on top of the bases in Blood Gulch.
Yep.
Plus, it's like, you know, Halo's like driving system. It's so simplistic, but it's so effective.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, hey, use the left stick to accelerate and decelerate. Use the right stick to turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, none of that like complex driving mechanics where it's like right trigger for acceleration, left trigger for brake, A button for camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember not hating, but I never felt confident driving in like Halo Reach. On Halo 4, I love driving now.
Mm-hmm.
I love transporting people around.
Yep.
Especially with that operator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although even without it though.
The operator mod.
Yeah. Even without it though, I just feel more comfortable and confident driving it. Just because now I feel like I can drive where I will
Mm-hmm.
and not
Nice.
like screw up like some people
It's okay.
drive up walls.
Mm-hmm.
Some certain people,
Yeah.
nobody in this room, and none of our
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cough, cough. Okay, but on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Okay, you know, like Jeff, you were saying you like the Mongoose.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you like? The Mongoose to me is pretty useless.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not useless. I just love driving.
I know.
it.
Okay, which
I
is
mean,
fine.
It's good. It's good for
Now-
capture the flag.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good for transport. Now,
Yeah.
with as far as the Mongoose goes, do you think it's unfair that it's been basically rendered so useless outside of Capture the Flag?
No.
Do you think that the Mongoose should have some kind of offensive capability or a defensive capability, or do you
it
think
should
that
be able to fly?
If
These
you,
rocket boosters.
it's your choice to drive a Mongoose. You go into it knowing you can do pretty much nothing unless you have someone on the back with a gun.
with a powerful
Yeah.
gun?
Mm-hmm.
It served its point, transport.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should have any weapons or anything.
Any offensive or
Or
defensive capabilities? None
No.
at all.
No.
Jeff?
I think it's fine as it is.
Okay.
It's just like get to point A to point B quickly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's one thing I could see, maybe be like a little buggy or something to give you a little shield, not shield.
Like a windshield,
yeah, something.
kind
like
of
that.
something.
Yeah.
What about a side seat?
Oh god, motorcycle.
You could have somebody on the back and somebody on the right side. Or the left.
What about a
Depending on where
radio?
the side seat is.
What about a radio?
A radio.
Okay, while we're on the topic of
Radios.
USC vehicles- What?
Radios?
The movie?
No, radios.
The sequel?
Yeah.
The cereal?
What? Okay. What about the Scorpion? The big old bulky tank.
It's okay.
Good answer.
It's okay. I think between the tanks of Halo, I prefer the Wraith. But a little bit more skill to pull it off, and I love the shot. Or it's not just like a,
The mortar
yeah.
shot.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
love that more than just aim.
Now, did they have it in Reach where you had to have a gunner in the gunner seat, or was that a new addition for 4? Because I remember the Scorpion in Halo 1, you could shoot the cannon and the machine gun as the driver. When did they add that in?
Might have been Reach. That's what
Was it Reach?
I
For those of you wondering, I never really touched the Scorpion in Reach. I was that bad.
It might be 4. Did they implement that?
Okay.
And it might have been just like if you had somebody in the turret, then they would be shooting, but if not, you would shoot both.
Okay.
Wait. You can do that in 4, or
No, not
I was
in
gonna
4. I
say.
mean,
Yeah,
before 4.
before 4.
Yeah.
I thought it was before. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Reach for some reason, but what the fuck?
Okay, so just your quick thoughts on the Scorpion. The big old tank.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's pretty much.
So
that's
Goose
pretty
said
much my
it's
thoughts.
okay.
I thought it would be great if you can have people sit on the sides where
That'd be interesting.
the Marines
Yeah.
got to sit. Because they get to sit in a campaign there.
Yeah.
You couldn't sit. I thought you could sit there in one. I thought so.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I'll do research later. We'll put it in the description. Edit. Tank.
Mm.
Okay, so we don't really know jack about the Scorpion.
Yeah, it's basic.
It's big. It's big. It's slow. It's powerful.
Yep.
It's basic.
It's basic. It's the standard military tank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright.
Okay. So before we move on to Covenant vehicles, what about the Falcon or the Hornet? Can't really say the Pelican because you don't get to fly the Pelican very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
what about
flying vehicles?
flying vehicles? UNSC flying vehicles, the Falcon or
I'd say
the
flying vehicles in general because there's not really that many in each
Okay,
category.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's pretty much the Banshees basically
Mm-hmm.
that you can fly anywhere.
Well, what do you mean?
Are we talking about vehicles only like a player can fly, or in general?
That a player can fly. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like for the Covenant, Banshees basically.
Pretty much. Because
Yeah.
you can't fly a Phantom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only shoot them down.
Yeah.
And then,
It's pretty much the Banshee versus the Hornet.
Or Falcon.
Or Falcon.
right,
Yeah.
pretty much. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'd say Banshee. I got more use out of the Banshee.
Yeah.
Well, I like the Hornet. It was an interesting vehicle. Or, Falcon. It was a fun vehicle to use.
Okay.
I like the fact you can fit a lot of people in it.
It's because you can fit more than one person.
Yeah. And I think I could fly them better. I've always been horrible at flying the Banshee.
Yeah, we're like, as far as me and Jeff go, we're not very good pilots,
No.
which is fine.
Mm.
I still remember.
Which is obvious in Snoopy flying use.
That's not a Halo reference.
I know it's not.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm just mentioning it. Jeez.
Okay.
Depths.
Make it explode. The audio spiked again. Okay, so yeah, obviously I prefer. I don't think I ever flew a Hornet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fly the Falcon in multiplayer too much,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd have to say the Banshee, even though I'm terrible at it.
I enjoy it. It's fun. Even if I get shot down immediately, I enjoy the Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
Short story time. I remember that time that me, Jeff, and I don't think Goo was there, but we were playing The Lasso on a winter contingency.
Yep.
And we got to the part where we were supposed to get picked up in the Falcon, and there was nobody in it.
Oh yeah. Wasn't it turned over too?
It was turned over, and there was nobody in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we flipped it over. We couldn't get in it.
Yes.
So we had to start the whole thing over again.
Yep.
Broke the game.
Broke the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it was that level. You can just run through that.
Yeah,
level.
Yeah.
you could run through. The biggest threat in that level was, I think, the sword only at the very end. Other than that, there's like no major threats.
Mm-hmm.
What about the ghost?
I like it. Speedy. I use it. It's great. I use it more for splattering, I think, or try to use it more for splattering.
Spattering.
Spattering. Spatterboard.
As he spits.
Oh, spit. I spit.
That's the sound of goose spitting.
Mm-hmm. Goose spittle.
Spitting them rhymes.
Noodle.
Noodle.
Spoo.
Spottle.
Spoodle.
Spool.
The Ghost, it's a fun vehicle. I like the speed. I love the thrust. I try to use it more.
You
for
love the
splattering.
thrust A.
He doesn't like the thruster pack, but he likes the ghost thruster.
Well, you get more thrust out of the Ghost.
Okay.
I try to use more splattering basically though.
Me and Jeff remember back in the day when the ghost didn't have no boost. Halo 1.
Yep.
I played Halo 1.
You don't count.
I played Halo 1 in the comeback, or the anniversary.
You don't count.
Yeah.
Don't count because it wasn't on the original Xbox.
That don't matter. I played the original Halo 1 on PC though. Technically original.
Yeah, but it wasn't a long time ago.
Yeah,
It wasn't 2001. It wasn't when I was flunking junior high.
It was like 2007 maybe?
We were graduating high school by then. Yep, we're old. Get over it.
I think that's where I had it. I don't know.
Can't flab kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't flab kids in your iPhones.
The egg phones.
The egg phones?
The egg phones.
Okay. Am I missing anything?
I don't know.
I don't know if I remember with my old age.
I don't think there's really much else that's either worth mentioning or that we just don't remember.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
We're seasoned Halo players,
I have a horrible memory.
but as I said, we're old. So I think we should start wrapping up.
Yep.
Because I don't know about you guys, but my stories are going to be only 20 minutes. Gotta watch some Matlock and play some shuffleboard. Gotta meet Margaret down at the cafeteria for Cretinis.
Gotta meet Margaret down at the cafeteria? Nice.
You don't know. I could have ED.
ED.
Erectile dysfunction?
No, Ed!
As a middle name.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah, that's how old we are. Because I actually know what Mr. Ed is. So yeah, we're old. So I think that'll wrap up this episode of the PehBahcast. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully we don't get flamed.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Al.
And go.
Well, yes.
I guess.
Jet Set Radio.